All right, I'm gonna talk to you for a quick second. So, the other day I was in class with a group there's probably about 7 kids, right? And we was going down the line asking each kid, what you want to be when you grow up, what you want to do with your life when you get out of high school. And each kid was talking in line of something along the lines of a basketball player, a football player, baseball player. They were just giving, I guess, the typical young man answers. They wanted to be an athlete. So then I asked him, I said, so what are you naturally good at besides sports? Give me something that you do very well, but it can't be anything involving a ball or sports or running or nothing like that. I want to know, what is it that you do very well? So each kid then went on to talk, and then they started naming stuff like video games. I'm good at Fortnite, I'm good at 2K, and they was naming all these different video games. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's cool. You could, maybe do that. But then I asked, one kid, and this one kid said he was good at cooking. So then I was like, okay, you're good at cooking. You ever thought about being a chef, man? And he just shrugged his shoulders and was like, nah, I ain't never thought about being no chef. I said, really? I said, a chef, they make pretty good money too. I said, if a chef was promoted, this is what I asked the boy. I said, if being a chef was promoted as highly as being an athlete, meaning it was televised and everybody was, clapping about it and raving and talking about being a chef, would you do it? And his answer was, yeah, I'd be a chef, I would do it. I said, wow. I said, so it isn't that you don't want to be a chef, it's just that you really are trying to seek doing something that's heavily promoted, something that the fame and the fortune comes along with it. And it got me to thinking. I was like, man, as a parent, I got to make sure that I'm not putting so many sports and so much entertainment in front of my kids, but really allowing them to develop, skills and the gifts and talents that God has given them while they're here on, their reason for being on earth. That's what we as parents got to focus on, guys. We got to stop, putting all the sports and the athletes and the entertainment and entertainers in front of our kids, because those are the people that our kids are going to want to grow up to be like. But if we can put the people in front of them that share the same gift and share the same talent that our kids have, then they will want to pursue the thing that comes natural to them. I mean, what better way to make money, guys, to make a living for yourself than to do what comes natural? And yeah, I understand that, sometimes the things that your kid does natural, you may not even know that there's a career in that or there's money to be made in that. But I guarantee you that whatever God put inside of them that they do naturally is a means for them to find their wealthy place. That's why God gave it to you. He didn't just give you a gift and talent for you just to, make it a hobby. He gave it to you to, provide a living for yourself, to provide wealth for your family. That's why you have your gifts and your talents. So guys, I want to encourage you, as parents, we got to now begin to shoot our kids in the direction, that God, the path that He laid out for them. So just take time, find out what your kids are good at, find out their gifts, find out their talents, and then go find a way for them to get skilled in the area of their gifts and talents. And I guarantee you more opportunities will be made available to them and they'll have success. All right, talk to you later.